Okay. Hi, Senior Plus people. I'm so happy to see you here today. I hope you enjoy the projects that I make. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Corinne. I've been teaching stamping and scrapbooking in the local area for quite a few years. So we're going to make a couple of really cute projects today. One of them is this calendar. It is a desk calendar, so you'll be able to put it on your table or give it as a gift. And then a fun fold Christmas card. So what you're going to do is you're going to stick that fold right underneath there. So let me move this sign so you can see it for a few minutes. I did leave the front of where I purchased my calendars from in case you're interested in purchasing some more. So let's get started. We are going to do the calendar first. So you should have 3 sets of supplies in your bag. The calendar piece will be a white background. Everybody will have a different designer paper. You should have the pre-stamped words, the little calendar, and the piece of ribbon. So this piece of cardstock is 4 1/4, so it's 4 1/4 by 11. I scored it at 4, 8, 9, and 10. So these last three sections are the same size. So I'm going to grab my bone folder here. It's in my jar right here. And I'm going to burnish these well. So this is the actual calendar. So down here, we want to do it like, I say a W. It's easier for people to understand. So we're going to fan fold it up, then down, and then up again. So you can, if you look at it this way, you can see what I was talking about for the W. So I'm going to put my ribbon on my paper. So you should have enough that if you cut it in half, you'll be able to use the cheating method. I'm sure most of you have taken my other classes and know what I mean by the cheating method. So I'm just cutting a piece off. I'm going to use glue dots because it's quick and easy. I'm going to put a glue dot on each end of my ribbon. Now, if you want to do your layout a little bit different than I have, you certainly can do that. So I'm going to come kind of close to the edge here. Try to match it up as best as I can. Looks like I got to move that one just a smidgen. Alright, so let's see how that looks. That looks better. Then I'm going to take this piece and I'm just going to tie it once. I'm going to use ribbon scissors to cut my tails here. Now this piece is going to go right here on this fold. Now it does go a certain way, so it looks like this time I'm going to put it this way because I put my ribbon. So you might want to check out how to put your paper first, because it's just a tad longer than it is wide, and I'm okay with that. I like to do things different. I'm not one to do the same thing over and over. Gets a little boring when you do that, right? So again, I'm using my preferred choice of adhesive, but you can use what you like. So remember, the panel that has the 3 little parts is where this is going to go. That's considered the front of your calendar. So you can see on this one, I put the ribbon down below. Over here, I put the ribbon on top. I'm going to put my calendar right there, and then I'm going to pop this up. I put my calendar right close, and then it'll still be able to be torn off. Alright, so now I'm going to use some more adhesive. A little goes a long ways. I'm lining it up with the edge of my ribbon. I'm going to hold that down for about 10 or 15 seconds. Let that glue adhere. Doesn't take too long. Then I'm going to put some more glue on this tab. Now, when I want to show you before I glue it down, this is going to line up even with that fold. So it has a nice finished edge, see? You can see where it's right here on the inside. So you want to put your glue on your flap. You want to put some close to the edge if you can. Then I'm going to take this flap and line this edge up with it. And just hold it there again for 10 or 15 seconds. Oops, looks like I had something dirty on my hands. See if I have my eraser. Maybe it's adhesive. There we go. I was able to get that off. So now that I have this completed, I'm going to put my words. I'm just going to take my bone folder one more time and really press that down. Make sure that that adhered really well. I'm going to take the backing off my words. And it's going to go up past my calendar just a little bit so that we can make sure we can rip off the pages. So there's the calendar. Cute, huh? And see, it looks nice either way. This one I put the ribbon on the bottom. This one I put the ribbon on the top. I got some dragonflies in my view in here. Okay, so then we're going to make your card. I'm going to scoot these out of the way for a minute. I'll bring them back in at the end. So in your envelope, you should have a piece of this beautiful, like sky blue card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then your pre-stamped image. A piece of ribbon. Yours may not be tied. You just have to tie a knot. Some rhinestones and white paper. Now you want to line these up so that they are going in the right direction. So that looks like it's upside down. So see, what happens when you open up this card, the pattern all goes together. Isn't that pretty? So we're going to fold where I've already scored it for you. Burnish it with whatever you have, credit card, bone folder, whatever you have. Then you're going to take this piece, you're going to bring it back to that edge. And fold it again. Now with keeping your pieces in line, like that, you're going to start to attach them. And again, you can use whatever your preference is for glue, or adhesive, I should say. Sometimes the shiny paper needs a little bit stronger bonding. So I'm going to open my card up nice and flat so I can get the same amount of border. Don't want to get too close to that fold because it won't fold well for you. I'm going to put my next piece down. Center that, trying to keep this even down here. Only takes a few seconds to get it adhered. Then I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to put it close to the edge here. Trying to have the same amount here as I do on the side. And then I'm going to put this so that you can write a personal message. Again, some Tombow. And it's going to overlap just a little bit, just to help create a finished edge. Now be careful over here that you don't get too close to that fold again. It's going to take you longer to cut out parts for this card than it does to actually make it. I probably forgot to put some pop-ups. Hopefully you have some at home. I'm a one-man show here, and sometimes I do make mistakes, and I apologize in advance, but the kits are already packaged up. So, let's see what I can do to get some in it for you. So you can put this as far down or up as you want. You want to make sure that the little pop-ups are on this side. And then I'm gonna put my rhinestones on. I have a little tool here, but you can use the edgiest scissors. I'm gonna put the center one first, and then it's a little easier to get the edges, the outer ones. And my little ribbon. Mine is already tied. You just need to tie it once. I'll take my ribbon scissors again. Cut those tails off. Grab a glue dot. Put it right here in the center. And then press my bow into that. So there you have that project. Then you do have a bonus project in your kit this month. That's kind of a little thank you from me because I appreciate all the support. And it's another quick, easy one. So this is what it's going to look like. It's another fun fold. So hopefully a little different technique for you. I did die cut the thank you, so the only way you could recreate that is if you have a die, but you could maybe stamp a large thank you. Okay, so just like the other fold, we're going to fold this one in half. This is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. Then you have a mat that is 5 1/2. I think it should be cut a little bit. Hopefully I cut yours right. This should be about 5 1/4, folks. Let's take a little bit off. See if this fits better. Yeah. So this is 5 1/4 by 4. This is 3 3/4 by 5. Then you have a piece to decorate your envelope, ribbon, thank you, and brings. So just like we did on the beautiful snowy card, we're going to fold this in half first. Drop my bone book. And then we're going to bring this top part of our card back. Let's put our ribbon around again. Grab a glue dot. I hope you're all well. Crafting certainly helps us. You can decide which side you'd like to put it on in this time of having to quarantine or stay home or whatever the situation may be for you. I certainly do miss seeing everybody at the center. Someday, I'm sure. Okay. So now we're going to put this onto our mat. And again, I'm using my preferred adhesive. Make sure there's no lumps or bumps from the glue. There'll be a little bit from your, excuse me, your ribbon. So when you get ready to attach this on, which is the next step, you want to be mindful of that your glue doesn't go too far. So what I do is with the ribbon side, I just flip it over. Hold it where it would be, and then put my glue. So when I flip this over, everything should be all right. So I want to center this so I have a tiny white frame all the way around this pretty blue. Some of you will have the green and some will have the blue. I just don't get enough paper in a kit to give everybody the same. Sometimes. Then I'm going to slide this underneath. Tie it once. Grab my ribbon scissors. Now if you want to put that extra piece, if you have one inside right here, you certainly can. I'm choosing not to. So the thank you is going to go right here at an angle. So you need to put a little bit of glue. So a wet glue helps. Tape on it might rip your. So I'm just putting a few drops here and there. I apologize, my phone is ringing in the background. It'll go to voicemail in just a minute. Okay, so I can't get this straight because it's too big, so I don't even try. I automatically put it on crooked. Oops, looks like there's a little piece here. Make sure that adheres well. You could gently use your bone folder, credit card, or whatever you have. And then I'm going to put some blings on it. I always try to put them like in a diamond shape, triangle shape, because that's just more appealing to the eye. But you're certainly welcome to put them wherever you like. So that's the class today. Again, I thank you so much for joining. Oops, I should show you how to do the envelope. So again, I'm going to use Tombow. Decorate my envelope, make it pretty. So I just line the edge up. It's just a little bit wider than my envelope. Line the flap right up with the edge of that paper and flip it over. Grab my bone folder. Make sure it gets adhered. And then you just have to take a pair of scissors once it's nice and dry. I'm going to try doing it with it a little damp. But normally I would wait a few seconds, minute or so. So there we have it. Pretty envelope to go with our pretty card. I encourage you to send your card to somebody that you would like to thank. In this tough time, it's great to get some mail that's not a bill. So I've brought back in all of the projects for you to see. There will be another class next month. It's going to be it's going to be the 4th Wednesday of December. So I hope you can join me then. Until then, please take care of yourself, stay safe, and be kind to each other. Have a great day, folks. Bye-bye.